Ending diagonals are one of my favorite Elliott wave patterns to trade. The risk to reward coupled with the speed of the return on one's investment is astonishing. From my own personal experience of working in the Forex markets, diagonal patterns are far more common in those markets than I've seen in any other asset classes. We were excited to come across one recently in the cross rate Euro Sterling, and I'd like to share with you that as an example in today's video. Here are the charts from the intraday updates on April the 5th, and from those you can see the wedge-shaped price action that we were monitoring. The guidelines associated with the diagonal pattern suggest the reversal from it will be swift and dramatic, and we expect a quick return to the origin of the pattern. That will often occur in 1/3 or 1/5 of the time it took for the pattern to unfold. So from this chart you can see that we are counting the pattern to have unfolded from the 0.8645 high, wave 4, and now we're considering the late stages of an ending diagonal are unfolding. So while we don't yet have evidence to favour the pattern is in place, it is at junctures like this we need to be alert to the potential of such a pattern and use our key levels and Elliott wave guidelines to set up a trade if we want to consider one. So on the next day of the 6th, we actually do have some evidence to consider the 5 waves of the diagonal are coming to an end. So the first and very earliest evidence we could have is when we break above the upper boundary of the pattern. And then taking out the high of the previous 4th wave would be further evidence. So it depends on one's risk tolerance. However, the beauty of this pattern is once we start to see early evidence of a reversal, we always get a very close key level to work off. So under this scenario, we know that if the price action prints below the key level of 0.8472, the diagonal has not yet registered. However, if we start to trade higher and out of the boundaries of the pattern, we then have some bullish evidence to consider the reversal trade. So this is a trend reversal trade. However, we're dealing with a trend reversal pattern, the ending diagonal pattern. At this juncture, it is looking like if we trade above the 85 figure, the diagonal is in place, and that could open the door for a return to the origin of the pattern at 86.45. We know we're wrong on a break of 84.72, and that gives us a very handsome risk to reward of 5.2 to 1. And a few hours later on the same day, the price action starts to trade higher in a very impulsive manner. So as we expect a swift and often dramatic reversal, the price action is adhering to the guidelines associated with the diagonal pattern, and this is why it is vital to be aware of your patterns and the guidelines associated with them, because of the confidence that it brings you with regard to trading these patterns. And here on the 9th of April, the price action did make a swift and dramatic reversal. We quickly came up and tested the origin of the pattern and even pushed through it before an impulse completed for this blue wave 1. So as you can see, we got a textbook ending diagonal reversal in real time. However, this might only be the start of things to come in Euro Sterling. As I mentioned earlier, the ending diagonal being a trend terminating pattern. We have a key level to work with, and we'll be watching the price action closely here in Euro Sterling going forward.